The South Korean president hosted Xi Jinping at the APEC Summit on Saturday. What stood out was light-hearted banter and warmth, in a way in direct contrast with the meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and the US President Donald Trump. The South Korean leader welcomed Xi Jinping at that grand opening ceremony, complete with soldiers wearing traditional garb. In fact, the South Korean leader also told the Chinese president that he was looking to meet him for a long time. Xi Jinping, in turn, described China and South Korea as important neighbors that cannot be separated. The two leaders also shared a cordial moment when they exchanged gifts in a light-hearted exchange seen in a video released by South Korea's presidential office. Xi Jinping can be seen joking about the Xiaomi phone he gifted to the South Korean leader. When he asked about the communication security on the phones, Xi Jinping replied, "You can check if there's a backdoor," quote unquote.
这个曲面是韩国的产品。
디스플레이는 한국 제품입니다.
샤오미.
这是给您和夫人。
통신보안은 잘 됩니까?
这个通信保安怎么样啊？
非常好。
你看看有没有后门。
뒷문 있는 차 확인해 보십시오.
The meeting also highlighted how China and South Korea were moving towards a more comprehensive partnership that included a $49 billion currency swap agreement and several MOUs on trade. The Chinese leaders' reply on quote-unquote backdoor was not just a joke, but a political statement. In a way, it's an accusation that US and its allies, remember, often level against the Chinese establishment, a long-term Chinese cybersecurity strategy involving both state-sponsored and state-supported private companies, focusing on espionage, intelligence gathering, and economic advantage. That's the accusation. The phone that Xi Jinping gifted to the South Korean leader was a Xiaomi model, a new product by the Chinese smartphone giant, which is set to be equipped with, in fact, Xiaomi had released the models in Korea in March this year. Contrast that with the Trump-Xi meeting earlier. Trump flew to South Korea for the summit to seal a trade war pause with Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping had appeared more stiff in a way while meeting Donald Trump. Trump had complimented Xi Jinping as being a very tough negotiator, although Xi Jinping's reaction was that of pure dismissal. Xi Jinping had said it was common for the two leading economies of the world to have friction every now and then. Skipper Harmanpreet Kaur, or Harry as fans affectionately call her, played a pivotal role in India's maiden Women's World Cup triumph, long a pillar of India's women cricket. This triumph has now enshrined her name in golden letters in the history of Indian sport. It hasn't just been a long wait for Indian women's cricket to lift its first major trophy. It's been a long wait for Harmanpreet herself. India has now played 3 ODI World Cup finals. Harmanpreet has been part of 2. She may now be the backbone of Indian women's team, but when she made her World Cup debut in 2009, she was a 20-year-old with immense talent, a young girl who fought through countless hardships to chase the dream she had always believed in. And since then, she has played in 4 more World Cups, each one filled with hope, ultimately heartbreak until Sunday.
हम अच्छा क्रिकेट तो खेल ही रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके साथ-साथ we have to win one big tournament, क्योंकि उसके बिना
We have been talking about this for many years. We've been playing good cricket, but we had to win one big tournament. Without that, we couldn't talk about change. At the end of the day, fans and the audience want to see their favorite team win. It's not that we weren't playing good cricket, but we were waiting badly for this moment, and today we got a chance to live it. I don't know how to express it, but I'm so happy and so proud.
There were many cricketers before her, of course, many who laid the platform for players like her. But very few have had the kind of impact that she has had. Her unbeaten 171 against Australia in the 2017 World Cup semi-final has often been compared to Kapil Dev's 175 not out in 1983. That innings moved the needle for women's cricket in India majorly. The game began to be seen as a two-gender sport in the eyes of millions. Harmanpreet Kaur was also the first Indian cricketer, male or female, to earn a Big Bash League contract, and that move opened the doors for many others to showcase their talent on the global stage.
Every time we lost, we went home heartbroken and stayed quiet for a few days. When we returned, we always said, we have to start again from ball one. It was heartbreaking because we played so many World Cups, reaching finals, semi-finals, and sometimes not even that far. We were always thinking, when will we break this?
Growing up, she did not have many women cricketers to idolize, so Harmanpreet Kaur modelled her game on Virendra Sehwag reportedly. But now this achievement means that the coming generations will have not one, but 16 female role models to look up to. What Kapil Dev did perhaps for Indian cricket in 1983, what Abhinav Bindra and Neeraj Chopra did for Indian sport in 2008 and 2021, Harmanpreet Kaur and these women will be doing the same. Our next story is about a drug haunting Australia, basically overdoses linked to netazines. What are they? In simple terms, extremely potent drugs. That's not all. In some forms, they are reportedly 500 times stronger than heroin, 10 times stronger than fentanyl. Around 2019, reportedly, is when a netazine was first reported to the UN Office on Drugs and Crime. And where do things stand now? Reportedly now, 26 different netazine substances are on their radar. Let's just break this down further for you. Netazines have reportedly been linked to thousands of overdose deaths in the US and dozens in the UK. The Australian Border Force has reportedly made over 60 interceptions of the drugs. And why are they considered so deadly? Because just how little it takes for it to be fatal. Basically, less than a drop can reportedly take one's life. That's how dangerous they are. In fact, even first responders have to be extremely careful when dealing with sites where people have overdosed on the substance. They can reportedly cause respiratory depression in just a matter of minutes. The analysis of wastewater for netazines has also been a focus in Australia's Queensland, for example. Research led by the University of Queensland reportedly discovered the drug in Australian wastewater for the very first time. This was in the year 2023. And there has been growing concern given the increasing number of netazine-related deaths. On the other hand, not many have reportedly been charged with trafficking the drugs that caused them.